Hi, welcome to the 3&6 podcast. This is like an April hotel. It's just sort of like a wrap up, really.
A little review.
Yeah, a little, like a month in review.
A little je ne sais quoi.
I don't know what that means.
No, neither do I, but I heard a bigger boy in the playground say it.
49-year-old men don't really go to playgrounds anymore, Chris.
Yeah, not legally.
Anyway, let's talk about what happened in April and do a wrap up of those things. We're going to talk about 3 topics. We might argue about 3 topics. Who knows? I'm really well rested.
I was going to say, well, it's normally you're really not rested.
No, I slept for 10 hours, and that never happens.
Yet we've still got exactly the same result as if you slept for 3.
I don't know how you people do it. Like,
I don't know who you think these you people are. I don't sleep for 10 hours.
Usually I just run on like cortisol and caffeine, and now
Probably more caffeine than cortisol.
Well, now I feel really rested, but now I think I've slept too much and I've got a headache. I just can't win. Anyway, what we're talking about first. First of all, we're going to talk about ChatGPT ads. Recent developments and impacts for hotels. So, GPT ads are emerging as a potential new travel. There is reasonably low CTR, high intent where they do convert, and access is opening up. Albeit at the moment, you have to go through partners.
Yeah, you can go direct, but the CPMs are a little bit high as well. So CPM are about $60 or something daft like that. People are
$60.
Yeah, $60.
Told by a computer where to stay.
Yeah, for 1,000 impressions. Yes, indeed.
Not mine.
No, you can go direct to ChatGPT, so OpenAI, but the minimum buy-in for that game is $200,000
Cool 200 large
per month.
per month.
Yeah.
Let me see if I've got it on me. Not fresh out of $200,000.
Yeah, you're fresh out. Yeah.
just-
Oh, it was in my other pants.
My other pants down the back of my other couch.
Yeah. So that's for one campaign, one company, one whatever it would be. And I think,
$200,000.
I mean, I'm going to suggest at that level, you're going to have a little bit of a name to get through the door as well. It's only weeks old. This is it, maybe 5-6 weeks, maybe a little bit more.
No, but come on, 200 plus. I don't know about you. There was this whole delete GPT and blah 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 after the sort of political business decisions they made. I've not used GPT for a while.
Well, you've gone old school. You're using your noggin.
No, hell no. No, that's not going to happen. I've gone Claude. Big up Claude. It's very, very different. Very, very different. Whereas GPT constantly hypes me up. Like, Ben, that's a great idea. And I'm going to feed back to you how you want it.
And if there's one person who doesn't need any more hyping,
it's me.
Yes,
mate.
exactly.
Absolutely. And sometimes I would just like GPT to go, you know what, that is the worst idea you've ever had.
You know
what?
You've
had some clangers, pal.
GPT should say that to you more often, because I've seen your GPT history. It really should say, this is a terrible idea, Benjamin.
No, I tell you what I did see. There was a guy, this made me laugh. There was a guy who uploaded, I think it was like a minute or 30 seconds of fart noises. Did you see this?
No, I didn't.
There's a guy who uploaded about 30 seconds of a minute of his own fart noises, gave it to GPT and said, what do you think of my... in fact, we'll get a link to that. We'll get a link to the article. What do you think of my my music I've recorded? And GPT said, it's amazing. It's very somber. It's very like lo-fi. You can imagine this in the background when you're studying. It's just fart noises. I think people are starting to understand it. Unless you give instructions to these kind of platforms, they're just like, you are the greatest. Yeah. It's like a dog. It's like a dog. Yeah. She's gonna love you whatever. Whereas I want the cold, harsh judgment of a cat or Claude. Claude is indifferent.
Yeah. I've been doing the same. I've been using Claude more often. The only thing I don't like about Claude is the colour of the UI. It's a bit too beige for me.
All right, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
that is literally the only criticism I've got of it. And if that's the only thing that I have, that's not too bad.
Okay.
Sorry, second criticism. There is another one. It is a little less jailbreaky than ChatGPT.
Okay.
It will. If you ask it to go and do something, ChatGPT says, "Oh yeah, I've just gone and scraped the government's website from behind their hidden firewalls. Yeah, this is
but we'll do it.
This is secret. Here you go. I will tell you because I want you to be my friend." Claude is like, "No, we can't do that. That would be very illegal."
Very illegal.
Yeah.
Cast your mind back 20 years ago. If you'd said to yourself 20 years ago, you've got access to an all-powerful AI, but future you is really going to hate the colour scheme, you'd probably give yourself a slap.
Yeah, true.
And
true.
rightly so.
But fast forward yourself to 20 years in the future, and I don't like the colour scheme. You know, it's a different world we're in now.
Plus, the logo for Claude looks like a butt. So GPT ads, do we think it's going to change things?
Well, yes, it clearly will, and it already is in the fact that people are spending dollars there. So budgets are shifting because 6 weeks ago it didn't exist. No. So budgets now are being put in there. There are third-party partners that you can use, but I believe that they've dropped the buy-in for that as well, for third-party buy-in. A mere 50,000 a month.
I mean, I might have that on me.
You might. Yeah, we might between us. We might be able to cobble together.
Copper up.
I do think that will change though as well. There is already talks with the companies that I've been speaking with. There's already talks that you can kind of backdoor into their existing platforms, and it's almost like PMax-esque. If you toggle a button, you will also be on there. The one thing I would say though about ChatGPT ads, don't take this as verbatim, but the way that it was sort of suggested to me when I'm speaking with these companies is that the way that the third-party companies, the DSP platforms, are speaking with OpenAI is still very manual. There's no built-in connection. There's no sophistication with OpenAI either about how you're targeting the ads. So what you're actually buying, so if you're going to go for like the hotel Hanwood or whatever it's going to be, if you're going to buy OpenAI ads for that particular property, the feeling I get is you're getting everything on on ChatGPT about your property. It's not like, you're just going for this keyword or you're just going for this type of semantic search or whatever it would be. There isn't that level of sophistication yet.
No, and I'd be really interested to know the targeting types as well. So, for example, if I say to GPT, what hotel has the most bed bugs in NYC, and GPT goes, hold on, hotel NYC. You want this ad for the Hanwood?
Well, I'd hope there'd be a little bit more control, but then again, let's be honest. AI has not got the best track record of not making mistakes.
No, there's something that smacks here of these GPT ads specifically being rushed because they're realizing there's not enough cash in the known universe to keep this ship afloat, and they need to start generating something pretty quickly.
Quick. Yeah. What we're going to do? I know. Let's do ads. Yeah.
Great idea.
Promote that man.
Great idea.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, whilst I think changes are coming, but I'm holding my breath.
Look at TikTok. So TikTok was the same. So when TikTok ads came out, the very first time we got access to the platform, it was so rudimentary. I mean, it still is rudimentary by comparison to Google Ads and even Meta to a certain degree, but.
It is, but I think there's something different about the usage. So TikTok is a time black hole. You know when you open that and your thumb starts doing this, you're just going to lose an hour. Cat videos and people skateboarding or doing silly...
Or uploading fat
silly memes. Yeah. Whereas you go to GPT... So you're in sort of a suggestible state, whereas GPT is, I've got this idea or topic I want to explore or research or learn more about. I don't know. I'm not certain yet. Even my kids. So my boys are 9 and 11 now, and they don't use AI for that. They don't. The closest they've come is creating stupid AI images of them, punching through planets. They've never wanted to explore a topic really with GPT or any kind of AI. Supervised access only, obviously. So we think. It's probably going to make an impact, but we're not holding our breath yet. At least I'm not.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be too many hotels or hotel groups right now that is going to drop, $200K a month, probably not even $50K a month to test something. There will be some that are out there, but they're going to be, either much larger chains. But even then, how quickly do they move? I don't think they move that quickly.
Not that quickly at all. Okay, point 2. This is interesting. 2026 booking trends. The rise of last-minute travel. Now, at the time of us sitting here recording this, the geopolitical circumstances in the world are turbulent.
Interesting.
Yes. And turbulent. Obviously, there's a situation going on off again in the Middle East. It's the Ross and Rachel, the Strait of Hormuz. So there is some tensions in the world, and shorter booking windows.
They were on a break.
Let's not get into that.
No.
Last minute travel, we're seeing a rise and a shortening of the booking windows. Why? A few reasons, I think. There was an article that's just been a piece of research done in a UK newspaper that said that Europe has enough jet fuel to last 6 weeks, which is very dramatic.
That sounds an awfully short period of time.
It really is.
Yeah.
So I think, and whether or not that's the truth, or it's a little bit of sensationalism encouraging people to book now. who do that?
What a great move that is, actually. Yeah. Never thought of that.
No, we've only got enough bed sheets for the next 6 weeks.
You book now.
Whether or not it's that's the truth. I think there's probably some impact there. People aren't quite sure what the future holds. So if you're going to book now and get away before everything goes to rat shit. That's probably an option. That's probably something that's impacting people. But there's ways that companies like ours can help properties take advantage of these shorter booking windows.
Why do we have jet fuel?
We don't have jet fuel, no, but we do have weather ads.
Yes.
Which, for example, I'm sure we can ping some up on the up onto the screen there. The idea being that you can dynamically insert weather variables into ads when people are looking for short getaways. Call for more information.
Smooth.
But there's ways that you can do this. Also, there's the idea that you can change the special offers landing page in a hotel based on the variables, or rearrange them at least based on the variables that you have when people put them into booking engines, and the research they're doing in this. So I do think we're seeing a contraction of that lead time, and I think if I was to give advice to hotels about how to capitalize on this, it would be simply make sure your web content is up to date. Make sure that you are. You're almost trying to cover all your bases. You want people who are going at the longer lead times and people are shorter. But if we're seeing a contraction towards shorter lead times, I would make sure that my imagery and my offers are seasonal. This season, not this is what April. Don't have your December ads and your December content up yet. How long this lasts, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's also as well factoring in not just the book to stay time, but it's also understanding the look to book time as well. So it's not quite as short in terms of what you're talking about, but it is still very, very short, because that look to book window is not going to be a huge window in the grand scheme of things.
No.
I find this very difficult to understand, because obviously coming from being slightly older and the type of family that we are and we come from, I think my wife would physically combust if we didn't book anything at least 9 million years in advance. Mm-hmm. So just in case it goes and it disappears. So the whole idea of last minute, I think, is very, very alien to our family.
Definitely a generational thing.
Yeah, definitely.
The hints from my wife are becoming increasingly less subtle, and you might say more aggressive.
Yes. Yeah, there's no might about it.
Nah,
yeah.
We really should get something booked, Ben.
Ben, book something. Yeah.
Will do, Kim, don't worry. So yes, we see contractions, and there are things hotels can do to respond to that. Agreed?
Yep.
Agreed. God, firing through these today. Last point, Google AI overview. I don't like this, and I don't like it.
You don't like the Google?
No, I don't like the Google AI overviews.
Yeah. You sure? Do you want to say that one again?
Yes, I don't like them.
Okay. I don't either.
Okay.
Okay, no, sorry. No, I love them. I think they're great. Is that what you wanted me to say? I don't know.
Well, Tris, I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
Whenever you type anything into Google, really, and you get the little AI overview bit at the top.
Yeah.
And it sort of, the text fades out, and you've got to click the little down arrow. And you think, oh, if I click this down arrow, I'm getting to get to see what's there. And you click it, and what happens when you click it?
More information comes up.
You get yes, but you get rocket fired into an AI conversation where you can start talk. I don't want to talk. I just want to show me what you were. Okay, show me your secrets. What were you hiding? and it really annoys me, and it shouldn't do. And it's not rational.
I think this is a lot more about your psyche.
I just don't appreciate the shady business practices.
Is this because you've over the last 12 months lost several hours of your life, nay, days, researching about various lakes around the world?
I don't. There's only one lake I care about, and that one day we're going to do a podcast on that.
No, one day I promise you, we're not. If we do, I'm going to put a disclaimer on there. No, don't watch this.
No, I'm going to lock you in here, and I'm going to fire. No, you can't leave until you get 3 questions right on the trot.
God, no.
What's the lake?
It's water.
What is the lake?
The lake. I don't know. I can't remember.
Give me Michigan or give me death.
I know which one I'll choose.
Yeah, the cooling waters of Michigan. So, are hotels losing traffic but gaining visibility? No, I don't think they are. I think when people click that button, it comes down. The first thing I do is shut. I exit out, and I think I've fallen for it again.
Well, we are seeing declines in GA4 traffic in general, but I don't see it as a bad thing. Genuinely, I don't see it as a bad thing. People are getting information from different sources quicker. So if ChatGPT or Google, AI overview is giving them information that previously they've gone to a website and had to hunt for, that's not someone who's going to convert on your website in any case. But you are missing an opportunity to give them information that they weren't necessarily looking for. To get in front of them. Yes, that in itself is a change. But user behaviour has always evolved. It hasn't, you go back 5 months, you go back 5 years, you go back 15 years. The way that we've interacted with the internet, with Google or before Google, is very, very different from the way that we do today. Google are always changing their UX, UI, the interface. This is just another evolution, albeit it's a quite spectacular one. In terms of, seismic shift, AI computing power, the information that it can deliver, it is very, very different. But because it's very, very different, everyone's getting a little bit scared about it. But ultimately, it's just something we need to adapt to.
First of all, I never said scared. I said...
I'm third.
Apoplectic with rage.
Apoplectic with rage.
How dare you?
How very dare you, Google.
How very dare you.
The Google again.
So, to summarise, it's not a bad thing that they...
Except for you.
Apart from when it annoys me.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, fire through those. So, to summarise, GPT ads, it's probably going to make a difference, but at the minute, no one has 200 grand on them. Booking trends, they're contracting, so make sure you're working and reflecting accordingly. And over Google AI overviews, I don't like them. Trish thinks they're all right. Tune in next month for a rapid fire review of what went on. Until that time, we'll see you again.